All right, so what we're looking at right here is Scoutify. This is included with your Seller 365 subscription and can be on multiple devices at no extra cost. Now, some differences between ScoutIQ and Scoutify is ScoutIQ is for BMVD category items such as books, movies, video games, and DVDs, whereas Scoutify is for any sort of category on Amazon. So, a few more things about Scoutify. It is for mobile use only, and it's available on the Google Play and Apple stores, and it requires Wi-Fi or mobile data to use. Now let's go ahead and look at our settings really quick. So right down here, we have our settings. We can go ahead and select that. All right, so let's go ahead. We see here we have our ideal buy as well as our Amazon restrictions. Now here's where we can set up our desired ROI as well. So let's go ahead and be a little bit more ambitious. Let's say we're going for 50% ROI. Then again, we have our shipping rate, our default sales tax, and a discount if we'd want to add it, as well as our estimated storage time. All of these settings did carry over from Scout, from the desktop site. So anything that you change in here will be changed in the desktop. Anything that you change in the desktop will be changed here in the app. All right, let's go ahead and search for some products. So you can either go to the magnifying glass and type in maybe like some keywords or product details or an ASIN, or you can scan the UPC of the product by using this little thing right here in the center, this little barcode. So let's go ahead and select that, scan that barcode, and here are our results. So we have some ideal buys. It is letting us know that it is hazmat. So let's go ahead and select this right here. There we go. It looks pretty similar to Scout, except for it's on our phone and directly in our hands now. We can carry it around. So we have, the rank, category, weight and dimensions, whether props required, and if you have any on hand is available at the top as well. So we can actually change this to be either FBA or MFN, same with Scout by clicking right here. So we can calculate either FBA or MFN. The difference between FBA and MFN will have an option to add your estimated MFN shipping, whereas with FBA, you will not be required to add that because you don't pay for the shipping to the customer. Amazon handles that. So that's the only difference. Let's go ahead and enter in a cost per unit for what we found it for. So let's say we found it for $3.50. So let's save changes. And now we can see our profitability. So it has our cost per unit as well as the list price. Our net profit is 39 cents. If it were MFN, our net profit would be $4.53. And then our ROI is only about 10%. We can see all the offers down here if we'd like to. We can see that the buy box is currently $8.98. And we can see our profitability on this next page. Again, this looks super familiar, just like we looked at in Scout. And we can see here we have a lot of our expenses laid out for us and that handy little visual at the bottom. You can also see the history, if we've ever sold this ASIN before or purchased it. Then you can also see the storage graph as a table. Now let's go ahead and add this item to what's called a buy list. A buy list is what you or your employees can make while they're out and about sourcing. And if they want to purchase the item and actually list it, you can just add it to a buy list and we capture all that accounting information for you without you having to re-enter it when it's time to list. So let's go ahead and click right here where it says add. And it already has our cost per unit inserted, but we can go ahead and enter our quantity if we'd like, how many we bought, our list price, our purchase date. It will default to today, but you can change it to whatever you like. You can also add an expiration date if you need to. Your supplier is going to carry over from the last one that you entered, but you can enter a new one if you'd like to. Just keep in mind that the next item that you add to your buy list will also have that supplier if you don't change it. We have our condition as well as our tax rate and our discount code, and then we can select which buy list to actually add it to. So these are all of our active buy lists right now. So if you have multiple people that are sourcing for you, they can each have their own buy list. They shouldn't have to add it to, just one buy list. So you can tell who sourced what. Let's go ahead and select Andrea's list. And now we can just add to our buy list. Now we see here this little cart went from 81 to 82. And we can see all of our active buy lists right here. So if we go to Andrea's list, these are all the items that I've sourced with this phone. And if we'd like to, we can actually email a CSV version of this to ourselves. Maybe we want to keep it for our records by selecting the paper plane. It's going to bring up this with some email addresses. It's going to have your recently used one, so you don't have to type it in every time. And we just send. But the beauty of buy lists is we don't actually have to send it to ourselves or do anything after this point if we want to list our products. This buy list is actually automatically available for us inside of InventoryLab for us to list. So that includes all of the quantity and the item cost and all that accounting information that you might want to capture while you're listing.